Hi everybody, this is Matt Alessandrini here with another screencast on how to use different pieces of technology in your classroom. Well, today what I'm doing is I'm continuing my screencast on how to use Microsoft Excel to display student information, like in a graph. Um, the last screencast I had talked about how to actually set up a graph, and what we did is we took these students over here, we put them into the graph using this. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and show you how to make this graph just a little bit more user friendly. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. First thing is notice that there is this legend right here. And I don't really want this legend because it just takes up so much room. And if I really wanted to, I could tell the parents when displaying it what each of these bars meant. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here where it says Chart Tools. You're going to notice Chart Tools is highlighted, and there's a layout, there's a format, and a design. I want to make sure I'm on my layout. And then what I want to do is I want to come over here to where it says Labels. I'm going to say Legends. Now you have a whole bunch of different things you can do with Legends. You can put it at the right where it's at. You can put it at the top. You can show it at the left, at the bottom. What I want to do though is I'm going to go ahead and just turn it off. There. Now I don't have any more legends to worry about. The next thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and go to Axes. Okay, and I want to go ahead and I don't want to worry about my horizontal axis. That one's pretty much taken care of. I want to go to my vertical axis. And I can display none of it, show default. I can show in the thousands, in the millions, in the billions, for the log scale. What I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and go to more options right here. So this takes me to my axis options. Now my basic options are going to find, you're going to have a whole bunch of them right here. You have all of your different tabs. So if you want to change it, let's say you want to change the number into a currency, into a date, into a time, to a fraction, any of those are fine. If you want to talk about the different color, the style, the shadow, all of these, well, I want to go to the basic options. So I'm going to come over here and talk about the maximum options for my vertical axis. I'm going to go ahead and click on 6. Now you're going to notice it goes up to 120. Well, to tell you the truth, when we talk about grading, most of the time it goes up to 100%, depending on what it is. So I have 100% because that's how many percentage points. Let's just say it's out of 10 points. I put it out of 10. But this is out of 100%. And it says the major unit is 20. That means what it's going up by. Well, I want mine to go up a little bit more specific. So I'm going to go ahead and put 10. And the minor unit, we'll keep it at 4. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and click on Close. And now you're going to notice, hey, it's actually adjusted to the axis. Now it's at 100%. And it goes up by 10s. And this gives us a little bit more of a clear indication on what I need to look at. Like right now, I noticed that my first test, they did pretty well. But I noticed that the second test, we really had some problems, especially these people in the middle here. But then the third test, hey, it looks like they came back up and they did a lot better. So let's just say now, okay, and again, let me show you what happens. Well, maybe I want to go ahead and get a couple more scores in here. Let's just say that we had 94, 96, 90 or 89, 100, and let's just say these last guys got 100. Click on that right there. And what I'm going to do, again, click on the entire graph. I'm going to go to this blue part, going to click on until it gets to the diagonal, click on that, move it over, and here we have this again. Now, anytime you want to, if you want to make this a little bit longer, what you do, you go over to the gray part, you'll notice these little dots by the gray part. You want to click on where, now you want to go ahead and make sure it's over to where you get this horizontal line. Click on that. You can stretch this out as much as you want to. Anytime you see it as horizontal vertical lines, white, it's going to be stretched out. Anytime you see it in a cross, kind of like that, if you click on it, it'll move it. So you can really move this wherever you want to. So again, what that does is it basically shows you how you can go and adjust the axes like that. Let me go ahead and show you one more thing. I kind of want to do this little bits at a time, and the reason is that because I don't want to overwhelm people who are looking at this. So what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to come back over here to Layout. What I want to do is I want to go over and click on Data Labels. Let's just say you really want to be specific about what your data labels, what each person got. So, and I want to go ahead and put down, I have a whole bunch of different options. I can say none, which I have right now, meaning there aren't going to be any labels. Say I want to put it in the center. I'm going to click on the inside base, or the outside end. Watch what happens when I click outside end. Now you notice that all of these different numbers come up. So you're going to notice they're very, very close crunched together. So what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to go ahead, stretch this out just a little bit more. And you just notice, you know what, you notice that it's just these are so close together and I'm having a hard time telling them apart. Let me show you something else you can do. I'm going to go ahead and click on one of the numbers. Like I'm going to notice what happens when I click on the 100 up here. All of the hundreds, all of these numbers get highlighted. It's the first number in the series, it's the blue. I'm going to go ahead and click on data labels. I'm going to come down to where it says more data label options. Now watch what I do here. I'm going to go ahead all the way down here to alignment. And alignment, it says vertical alignment. I can say middle center. Don't worry about that. I can say text direction. Right now it's horizontal. But maybe if I wanted to, I could go ahead and rotate it. Notice those are rotated like that. Or maybe if I want to rotate it the other way. Or maybe if I wanted to stack them. It's like that. I kind of like the stacking like that. Okay? And let's just say I go ahead and keep it like that. I go ahead and close it. There it is like that. Click on the next ones and notice how my reds are now highlighted. Go over to my data labels. More data label options. Again, go down to alignment. I'm going to want to go ahead and click on stacked. There it is. Excellent. So there, I have those are stacked right there. And so that's another way you can go ahead and show your show what's going on in your bar graph. So I'm going to go ahead and close that up. So hopefully that'll give you more of an idea of how to display information using Microsoft Excel, displaying student information. Again, I hope you found this informational. Check on back for more screencasts. More of them will be coming up hopefully soon. Until then, talk to you later.